Oh, yes! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wednesday Live. It is Wednesday, the 18th of October, 2023. Dale Segev here with you, carrying you through your Wednesday. Hopefully no midweek crises. See, I'm in the kitchen again. Thank you everyone for watching last week's episode, by the way. Last week's Wednesday Live was so much fun to do. It was so chaotic in parts, but that's kind of part of the fun of last week. Did not expect last week to go as well as it did. Is around and do it for my writing. So, you know, it was a decent Tuesday yesterday. It wasn't too busy, but it wasn't also too quiet. It was steady enough where I had constant orders coming through. So it wasn't hectic. So, and I'm on two of the delivery apps, but no orders came in on the second delivery app of choice. And see, that's the tricky part. The tricky part is like, it's so, food delivery, to me, anyway, is so variant on the day and how people are feeling. Right? It was and it was Tuesday, so no one, Fridays are more popular because people are, treating themselves in the city to lunch because, they've saved up all week or whatever. But Tuesdays is kind of meh. Mondays I found is pretty good as well. Mondays and Fridays seem to be the thing. Saturdays is dead around here, which is interesting to think about because, you would think it'd be busy, but everyone's in the city because we're like a tourist kind of town, so everyone's out at a cafe enjoying their coffee anyway. So, and I'm massively sunburnt. I was online for about 3 hours. I don't want to get into the particulars of how much I made or whatever, but I was out for 3 hours, and I live about half an hour out of the city, so half an hour ride in each direction on my bike, and 3 hours of delivery time yesterday. So 4 hours in the sun, and yesterday, the weather here lately, oh my goodness, the weather here lately has been so beautiful, but has been so hot. Like, let me do some comparisons for you. So the weather here, like today, for example, we're going to get to... Oh, that's not terrible. We're only going to get to 29 degrees Celsius, which is a high of 84 for those Americans. But yesterday was 31 degrees Celsius. Which equates to a high of 87. But, 88 rather. But you think about it, when you're in the sun, riding a bicycle in almost 90 degree Fahrenheit weather, that's a fun time. For 4 hours practically, because you still had to ride to and from work, for example. So, but I do have work later on this afternoon. So, and I had work last night too. So, really put in the work yesterday. Mainly because we've got a lot of stuff happening here on the Dale Segev YouTube channel coming into the end of October, early November. So, for example, this is filled to the brim for my Halloween video. So, stay tuned for that. We are doing a Halloween special this year. So that's going to be exciting. Really, really looking forward to the Halloween special. So, doing that. Yeah, food delivery is good. I like doing it. I just need to find more time to do it because it's like extra little bits and pieces. Like I said, it paid for the Halloween special this year. So, I have since deactivated Patreon because of low plagiarism, and I need to... Here's my thing. This is not what we're talking about today. We will get into today's activities, which is the standard I'm feeling lucky news and am I the a-hole. We'll get to all of that. But a little bit of a chit-chat. A chit-chat with Dale. Rename the stream. Chit-chat with Dale. Random coffee shop chit-chat with Dale. Wouldn't that be fun? To do like a chit-chat show from a cafe. Anyway. Oh, the cafe ADHD brain is all over the charts today. There is a coffee shop that's relatively new that's across the road from where I live, which is where we get all our coffee beans from. And it's so good. I remember when I used to do live shows at like 7 in the morning. 9's early enough for me now. I was half tempted to push the show back an hour to be at 10, but yeah, I used to be up and active and streaming at like sometimes as early as 6 my time for the US. So it's wild. But anyway, would anyone want to chat with me? I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Like this Saturday, I'm batch recording the YouTube shorts, and I'm filming the Halloween special on whatever day it is. So, whatever day it is, Friday, I think. So, and the food delivery pays for that. So, and yeah, food delivery in a small town. Again, it yields okay results, but it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think it's reliable enough here to do it as a full-time job. I don't know. There are concerns in the household for me to do it at night. I do have lights on Lauren, but it's about the safety concern of locking her up when I go into restaurants and stuff like that, and my own personal safety. So, anyway, enough Garbonzo. Let's get into some get ready with me. Some I'm feeling lucky news. Yeah, that's true. I don't normally chit chat on these live streams. I do more chit chatting. Sometimes my personality shows through in the pre-recorded videos. Sometimes it doesn't. So this is a good opportunity to be unscripted. I'm still getting used to the fact that I can be unscripted. That's my kicker. But anyway, speaking of unscripted, I have a lot of news to talk about. But I'm not talking about any of it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Because, well, we might talk about the news that has happened in the last 2 weeks in the I'm Feeling Lucky news. So let's go news. Video 2023 October Australia. I'm feeling lucky. Oh, yeah, video. I do have video. Alright, here we go. I'm feeling lucky. Oh no! No! Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Oh. hang on. I'm going to go turn my fan up real quick. Hi. I'm back. So, it wants me to talk about question time from Parliament from the 16th of October because, and I'm going to go full screen on this, because it wants me to talk about this particular question time. Comments are turned off because of course they are. It wants me to talk about October 16th because that would be Monday's date. For those playing along at home. It wants me to talk about this in particular because over this past weekend, I was afraid this was going to come up. Well, I wasn't afraid. People asked me about it 2 weeks ago because it's topical here in Australia about the 2023 Voice to Parliament referendum that was held on Saturday the 14th of October 2023. Now, I couldn't talk about it at the time because I was a casual employee of the Australian Electoral Commission. But now that that's passed and my contract has officially been released, I still have to be somewhat careful. I can't talk about the intricacies of procedures for the Electoral Commission. But what I can say is, man, what a day. What a day. Working any election is special, in a sense. Right? We'll get to the technicalities of what the referendum is. I'm afraid I was scared to bring this up because I don't want to turn this into a generic live show because it's not. It's something completely different. That show haunts me to this day. I wish I could reformat it and bring it back at some point. This is probably pretty much what this is. But anyway, working the election/referendum, they ran identically to themselves. So basically, working it was a whole interesting thing because you do meet some interesting characters. You are dealing with the most members of the public, the most generic members of the public that you could ever think about. So the Voice to Parliament referendum was defeated, so therefore it was not successful. I'm gonna bring it up because I'm gonna bring up an article just for context. It's interesting conundrum. So, basically, according to the voice.gov.au, on Saturday, October 14th, Australians voted in a referendum whether to change the constitution to recognise First Peoples of Australia by establishing a body called the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island Voice. The referendum did not pass. So, so basically it was add lines in the Constitution to say, basically to act alongside Parliament to provide feedback to the government. I don't know, I don't understand the technicalities of why the Constitution would have to be changed for this. But that's pretty much all it was. Hello, Rob. Welcome. Welcome. So basically, it's an independent organisation. And the 2023 referendum was to ask the members of Australia if this is okay for them to set up. Now, a lot of people in my workings of the election basically said they thought that it was to elect an Indigenous person. Because the advertising, let's be honest here, the advertising around the referendum was confusing at best. So, that is on them. When's the Sprite vid dropping? Oh, that! I haven't considered. There's messages in my Discord about someone wanting me to eat bananas and drink Sprite at the same time. I haven't planned that one. I am doing it. I just haven't put it on the list yet. It's on the list. I want to do a few of those crazy things and put it all into one video. So. Let's fucking go. Yeah, the crazy food videos that are being suggested right now are hilarious. Why is this sidebar is not showing all chat, but I'm seeing live chat, so there you go. But that's pretty much what this is. Now, of course, let me go back to here. So the reason why Google's I'm Feeling Lucky suggested that we watch this, we're not watching the full 1 hour the full video, don't you worry about that. But what we are going to do is we're going to watch bits and pieces of this because, of course, this is Monday. And this is how everyone reacted the following Monday. I wonder if I can skip forward to the Prime Minister talking. Yeah, here we go. Here is our Prime Minister, the Honourable Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia, talking about the defeat of the referendum, I think.
We've put in place a few in recent times.
Maybe.
We passed the Housing Australia Future Fund through the Parliament.
No.
Unlocking $10 billion in investments in social and affordable housing.
No.
The result that I'd hoped for.
Oh, here we go.
But I respect the decision and the democratic process that produced it. We can make in this country the big decisions peacefully and as equals. We know that referendums are hard. That's why only 8 of 45 have passed, none without bipartisan support.
I'm gonna see. Hang on, we're doing this live.
And I certainly
I'm turning the jazz off.
Responsibility.
Sorry, jazz is going off.
I have taken. This was a constitutional change asked for, requested, an invitation from Indigenous Australians. I accepted that invitation and I followed through on the commitments that I made.
Order.
Australians did not accept the constitutional change that was proposed, but no one is arguing for the status quo. No one can say that just keeping doing the same thing is good enough for Australia. What has occurred in recent times is now a much greater national awareness. We need to channel that into a national purpose to find the answers.
This is the Honourable Anthony Albanese. My apologies. Talking about the referendum defeat for the voice of Parliament, basically to amend the Australian Constitution to establish the voice of Indigenous and Australian people in the country. Now, I will say this. A lot of people who came to vote expressed their opinions, and as political people, we basically had to put up a barrier and say, "Ha, thank you for coming to vote. Please vote." And by the way, Americans listening, I will say this, I say this every time there is a form of election. Yes, voting in Australia is compulsory. Does that yield the best results? That's left up to people's interpretation. I cannot imagine a society where voting is optional. Mainly because and that's my own arrogance, by the way. I'm not saying that it's not. I will say this. I'll say that it's not up to me. Like, I can't imagine not voting, if that makes sense. I've been voting since I was 18, because I had to. But I would say that it leads to higher quality results, but it definitely, in my opinion, voting is something, is a right, but also, if voting is optional, you only get the people that are passionate on either one of the sides to vote. Look, see Generic Live Show 2016. All right. The Honourable Albanese continues.
The referendum was about listening to people and about getting better outcomes. And these principles will continue to guide me. I will continue to listen to people and to communities and consult on Indigenous Australians about a way forward. Because the issues that we sought to address have not gone away, and nor have the people of goodwill and good heart who want to address them. We will address them with hope in our heart, with faith in each other, and with kindness towards one another, walking together in a spirit of unity and healing. The great Australian story goes back some 65,000 years.
Okay, all right. So we're going down this route. Okay, so this is someone. Who is this? Who are you?
The Deputy Leader of the Opposition has the call and will start her question again and will be heard in silence.
Oh, hang on.
My question is to the Prime Minister and
Members on my right,
Are on track.
Leader of the Opposition.
Leader of the
My
Opposition.
question is to the Prime Minister and concerns his divisive and incompetently managed referendum.
Order.
Whoa! Okay, all right. We're moving off this. I'm bored. And if I'm bored, I can't imagine what anyone else who is watching this stream is feeling right about now. Okay. So basically, welcome to Australian politics. Where's Ashley when you need her? Ashley! Where are you? I need your help. I'm drowning here. Where is Ashley? Is she alright? So basically, the result of the referendum, however... The result of the referendum is basically... where are we? So basically, here are the results. So yes, no is currently ahead with 79.2% of the votes tallied. Currently sitting at 60.7% of no, 39.3% of no. Currently, all states voted no. The only state or territory in Australia that voted to support it is Canberra, where Parliament House is. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. So, we voted no was the thing here. Look, and I'm not surprised that a lot of people were talking about this. So yeah, they're the results. Basically, a lot of people were talking about we saw a lot of this in elections of late as well, that the cities voted one way and the regional areas voted the other way. So that was the trend in the US with the 2016 election. 2020? Was there an election? Oh yeah, of course it was an election in 2020. Oh no, we're coming up. Yeah, there's a US election coming up soon. Oh no! Oh no! Anyway. Oh no. Anyway. Not looking forward to that. Luckily, I only have to read the news every other week. Right. Alright, so... But basically, the trend is coming across the ocean now where the cities are voting differently to remote areas. And again, like the Prime Minister said, 8 out of 40-something referendums have only been successful in this country. So, there you go. Australia had a referendum and we did not like it. The taste of cherry chapstick. No. What, how's that song go? The I Kissed a Girl song? Isn't it the I Kissed a Girl and I liked it? The taste of her cherry chapstick. Was it cherry chapstick? I don't know. Anyway. I'm off the rails. It's the sun from riding my bike all day yesterday. Alright. Here we go. Let's lighten up the mood and go entertainment news video this week. Let's see what results... Not now. Let's see what results this yields. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what comes up. Oh, great! More referendum stuff. Brooke Blurton breaks down over no result. Oh, God. Here we go. Reality star. Oh, she's a Indigenous reality star. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Girls who have absolutely damn.
Because they have to pay you like how much they have because you don't even need it.
What in the world is
I
going
was
on here?
in damage control yesterday. Like, I'm sitting down with these girls who have absolutely no, feel like their voice has been stripped.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I will say the pairing between this and the jazz music is interesting. That's all I'll say. Okay, moving on.
I feel like they're fully diminished, have no self-esteem already as f***ing teenagers and as women, as black women. And here I am being like, why are you so proud to be First Nations? Why are you so proud to be Aboriginal Australia? And all these girls are struggling to put words to paper.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are lifting me up right now. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't even had a cry. This is my first cry.
Yeah. I love you too.
Because
Okay.
they have to pay you like how much they have because you don't even need it. Is it just outrageous?
Okay, look, listen, and we'll get to that video in a sec because that seems interesting that Kyle Sandilands is leaking idol celebrity salaries, which I find that more interesting. Look, it is devastating, this result. I will say, for some people, this could be devastating. And if the result of the referendum is taking a toll on you, please do reach out to somebody and talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. Come here and talk about it. I could be that place for you if you like. But again, I don't see the point of the referendum was kind of a bit misguided, I will say. And look, again, someone having this emotional breakdown over jazz music is fascinating to me. That's all. Okay, Kyle Sandilands, who's a hot jock radio presenter, accidentally reveals idol salary. Oh God, here we go. This is what I'm interested in.
Oh, they have to pay you like how much they have because you don't even need it. Is it just outrageous for you to do this?
Yeah, but it's not. You're right, Dean. He doesn't need it.
Listen, it's clearly over $1 million for 3 months' work. You'd be a fool not to do it. I don't know how much they're paying the others, so maybe I shouldn't have said it.
Oh.
Hey?
Maybe I shouldn't
What's
have
that,
said
Dean? I can't hear you.
Sorry, it dropped out. What happened to you? What'd you say?
That is a lot of money. That's actually epic.
Yeah.
Oh wait, if I dropped out?
It's good.
Am I there? I said that's outrageous.
Yeah,
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good, and it's nice.
That's great.
What's been great this year is because last year it was fun with Meghan and Harry, Connick Jr. and Amy. This year we brought Marsha Hines back. We bounced Harry. Meghan's gone and had the second child, so it's just me, Amy.
Okay. Look, Kyle Sandilands. I love watching Kyle Sandilands. He's like I said, a hot jock. Hot jock radio presenter here, but I got paid $1 million. I don't know about the other ones. They're talking about being an Australian Idol judge. So, oh, the Errors movie. Oh, I want to go see that. I wonder if that's playing anywhere near me. I will say. Dolly Parton's only contactable buyer. Facts. We need to watch this.
What was your last text exchange with Dolly, or do you and Dolly text?
Dolly does not text.
She does not. Does she email?
No.
Really?
No.
So you only can get a hold of her on the landline?
Fax.
Wow. Fax? Fax? Really? You can only fax her?
I don't have her telephone number. And I asked Kenny Rogers one time, I said, do you have Dolly's number? He said, no.
I was in damage control yesterday. Like,
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's... Wow, Dolly Parton only using fax. Good on you, Dolly. We need something a little bit more upbeat. Alright, what about... Oh, not now. It keeps suggesting this password thing. How about funny news story this week video? How about that? Let's see if it gives us something upbeat to talk about. That's not referendum related. Okay, YouTube playlist, strange news. Oh, okay, it's got a playlist. Hog versus bear. Meet the world's strongest man. Alright, let's watch this. The world's strongest man.
He is the first Canadian ever to win the title of world's strongest man. He can pull trucks.
Whoa!
Deadlift the equivalent of a fully grown male moose. And those are just two of the... Look at him go. Two of the very impressive things that earned him the title this year. Mitchell is joining us now in studio. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is so exciting. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been such a whirlwind, and it's happened so quickly that it's been hard to digest.
Yeah.
Really, it's 11 months from just starting professionally to winning Worlds. So.
How does that happen?
Wow.
Like 0 to 60. So you haven't even been doing this a year. And look at you. You're the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels
it's
good.
so hard to digest.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's so hard to digest. I'm Mitchell, and I'm the world's strongest man.
I've got two volunteers.
Oh, no.
Floor directors,
Well, I was
Alvin and
thinking-
JP.
Oh no. Is he gonna throw the producers? Please tell me he's gonna throw the producers across the room. Please tell me that's happening.
I was thinking what we could. I'm going to a stag tonight in Toronto. Yeah.
Okay.
And so.
Is he gonna... What is... I saw an educational video that started like this once. Dale! Stop.
Sometimes when the boys have difficulties, it's particularly helpful. So.
Okay, he is way too excited to get thrown across the room by... Oh, what is this? Okay.
Let's say it's a night out and they're having a hard time.
I like how
getting
you're
up to
setting the
couch.
scene, Mitchell.
Yeah, well, you have to, right?
Okay.
It's productive. And so.
It's productive.
Stop it.
Is give a good tight squeeze to your arm.
Oh, no!
Ah! I wasn't expecting him to do that. Again, what is going on here? My eyes are on yellow shoes. Orange shoes, he's getting a paycheck. This one, willingly volunteered.
You can put him up onto the couch.
One and join me. Stop it. Oh.
Okay. Oh, what is that pause face?
Look at that.
I mean,
He's
it got worse.
way too excited.
You need to take him all the way up to the bedroom.
Oh,
Wait. Alright, I'm gonna watch this clip again. Because this guy... After a long night... Wait, hang on! Is he saying that he's going to... This is how he picks people up? Like, picks them up from a nightclub? Gets them to sit on the floor. Hey, baby, I'm the world's strongest man. Do you want to come back to my place? I'll show you my moves. What the fuck is going... This is the most chaotic video I've watched.
So all they have to do.
God, only on Wednesday Live can you go from Australian referendum to picking two guys up at the same time. Me. Hey, this video is about 2016.
Let's give a good squeeze to your arm.
Oh, no!
You can put him
Oh my gosh! One and join me. Stop it. Oh, look at that.
And his shirt's untucked.
If it got worse?
If it got worse, you need to take him all the way up to the bedroom.
Oh,
then,
okay, because he needs to go to
All
bed.
they have to do is a big
God.
squeeze.
Oh,
you
stop
can grab
it.
him.
Oh my God!
The other guy... me. Hang on. Me. Also... The other guy is off camera going, damn, I wish this was me. Right? Where's that other guy? Yeah, the other guy is there going, oh, I wish this was me.
Alvin, has anyone ever done that to you before?
Never.
Never. Were you nervous?
5 minutes ago when we tried
That was awesome.
Except for 5 minutes ago.
No, is that for you? Is that difficult for you? Or are you just like, we can sit down?
No.
She's like, please sit down. Please sit down.
I've put 500 pounds over my head before, so the weight itself, not really.
Oh my gosh.
The awkwardness of not knowing what he's doing.
He's got to be in the right formation too.
The fact that he's a man is awkward.
Strong, meaning like when you were a kid, are you lifting things? Like, did it start with? I was joking earlier. Did it start with like a thumb war?
That's actually a funny joke.
No, I mean, I played every sport imaginable growing up, and I was always stronger than
Ugh.
average.
Imagine
I'm a
playing
tree
sports,
zoologist. I own a
right?
creek in Barrie.
Cool.
And I just wanted to experience everything I would ask other people to do.
Right.
And so
He's sweating.
marathons to experience aerobically what that felt like, and then tried strength sports, and I really had no idea where it was going to go.
So how
Power of that mustache, though.
In the world, like the strongest men competition.
I just stumbled across it. Like I said, I just wanted to experience resistance training, working hard. I like to compete, and then
Lift heavy, be kind. Oh, he's got a strong heart also.
and that turned into
And he's got tattoos.
powerlifting,
She is
national
enthralled. She's like,
championships,
please don't pick me up.
Incredible.
World's strongest man.
Yeah, in 11 months with you competing professionally.
Yeah.
Obviously takes so much discipline. I'm sure you get asked all the time what your eating schedule is like. So out of curiosity, what do you eat for breakfast, for example?
Yeah, well, I want to sort of like destigmatize.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go.
Because I'm 320 pounds.
Yeah.
And we would all know people who are 320 pounds by accident.
Okay. Also, don't body shame. What is that? 320 pounds in kgs. 145 kilos?
So for breakfast, usually it's just a protein shake and a smoothie of some sort. And that's really it. I eat the same as most people. You just add 1 or 2 meals, and simple as that.
And what about the workout schedule
Interesting.
for you? What's that look like?
2.5 hours a day.
You say that so casually.
Yeah, me.
What does that look like? Are you at the gym? Are you outside? What are you doing?
Yeah, always at the gym. Rarely will I go pull trucks or anything like that. Thank you. Yeah, you sued me getting me to do that first thing.
I know this is.
Yeah. Welcome to Breakfast Radio. Lift these two guys up. Thank you.
And you're just sort of. Do you go around and like lift things? Like if you see a car, you're like, ooh. No, not like that.
If you think about strongman is fundamental movement patterns of life. So it's push, pull, squat, hinge, carry, and overhead press.
Nice.
And really, that's all we do in everyday life. So we just replicate that in the gym.
That's the. That's interesting to think about.
And see how far we
Right.
can take it.
Speaking of how far you take, you're up here. Where do you go from here? What's next?
It's a funny question, right?
Yeah.
Because I've only been doing it professionally for 11 months.
What's next? Oh, what? You know what's next? What was the... They don't do it anymore, right? World's Strongest Man. But what was the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger did? He won like 9,000 of them. It was in the really shitty Hercules movie that I watched recently. Spoiler alert for something that's coming out next year. Hercules in New York. He did... what was that Arnold Schwarzenegger thing? Mr. Olympia! There you go. 2023's Mr. Olympia. There you go. He's now Mr. Olympia.
I've been doing it full stop for about 3.5 years. So what it started as is see how see how far you can take yourself, see how strong you can become. And I know that I have a long way to go. So for me, it's still about how strong can I become, how far can I push myself.
His voice sounds normal now.
When I get to that point, then I'll go off, I'll do triathlons, I'll do CrossFit, I'll do something else.
Cool.
Is he
Listen,
Canadian?
it's so fun
I
to
think
have
he's
you in
Canadian.
studio. Congratulations on all the success, and please come back.
Yes,
Can't wait
absolutely.
for your second world title.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here.
Oh no, not the Gaza, not the Israeli war. Really? Yeah, let's play this.
Thanks, Teddy. The World Health Organization saying that Gaza now has less than a day's worth of fuel, water, and electricity left. Hospitals and the health system are now collapsing. Joining us from Jaffa.
We have to talk about this too because it's in the news and it's here. So we're just gonna play this video and then not talk about it. Oh, we are gonna talk about it a little bit later on. Okay, so I don't want to talk about this. Okay, so me and my husband Ed were planning on going to Israel to visit his family over there. On Friday, we were actually meant to leave. That's crazy that we were meant to go there on Friday. To go over to Israel to have a holiday. And of course, Israel and Gaza are at war with each other. I don't have any more insightful commentary to add on the particulars. But we're going to watch this video so it's out of the system. You come here for your news. It's here. We might as well talk about it. Oh. Hang on. Have we been paused? We've been paused. What caused the pause? Hello? Okay.
Mitchell Hooper is the first.
Okay, we're back. That was so random. Really? Okay. So what was happening there is we apparently got copywritten. Which, from a video... So, from the same channel that gave us that World's Strongest Man piece, apparently copywritten us. So, there you go. Okay. We're back. We're back live. That was super annoying because... Yeah, that was annoying. Because, yeah, we were playing that World's Strongest Man bit, and I think it cut out right after... Yeah, we started playing that, the Israeli thing. So apparently... Oh... Apparently they don't want us to talk about the Israeli-Gaza situation. But all I'll say on it is, because apparently that came up next, but apparently we're not talking about it because we'll get copywritten, but I will say that Ednan and I were planning on going over there to visit his family, and all that got taken aside, basically, because of the Gaza situation, so... That's all I apparently can say on that, so... That's so annoying. Will I have to edit that out, or will they edit that out for me? Anyway. So let's go on to some... Oh, we haven't done sports yet. Let's do some sports, I'm feeling lucky. To round out the day. Oh, we're back. We've got this channel again. Okay. Let's see what we can watch here. We need a short video. Inside the home. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a follow-up from last time. Okay. The Tim Todsu, Brian Mendoza open workouts. What about my 23 fight win streak?
Fight is the hardest fight, so I'm just taking it as my hardest opponent.
You always work hard, and it's just kind of working hard blindly, you know, because you don't know when you're going to get these opportunities, and that's why these last few fights you've seen me, I know it's all or nothing, and that's why you see me really just lay it all out there, you know, go out on my shield type of guy, you know. It's killed.
Interesting.
Killed, and that's
open
the mindset I go in there
workouts.
with, man.
This
So,
doesn't look like a workout to me.
Dream come true.
Not satisfied at all. You know how it is. We keep turning it up, keep putting it on, keep creating these memories, and yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, they're talking about.
You're calling that a workout?
I got my 24.
That's a workout. I can do that. I can push a tennis ball. I can't box to save my life,
23
but
fight win streak. This is number 24.
You know, there's a lot of questions to be answered. You know, he's been put down by other guys or hurt anyway, and we're gonna find out. You know, I know I have some bombs, but I'm not in there looking
That's
for one
interesting.
shot, you know?
that
It takes
is
all
what they
12,
consider a
all
workout.
out war and everything, but the point is, it's gonna be explosive, and I'm coming out with my hand raised.
Yeah, it's the last hooray. You know, we spoke about it. With
The last hooray.
A couple months ago, this would be the last one. It's harder to make fights. You know, opponents are more expensive. Everything rises up, so I completely understand. And for me, I need to chase my dream, and I've always wanted it. You know,
Interesting.
Told me at one stage to go overseas, but after the Minnesota fight, came back here, and
The ball's back.
Feeling the love from the people, it's an addictive feeling, man. It's hard to go back, but now we've said it. You know, that's it. It's the last hooray.
This is the last hooray, apparently. So, Tim Taizu retiring? Is that what I'm hearing? The Super Weatherweight World Title on the Gold Coast on October 15th. Okay, well that was this weekend. So, there you go. Alrighty, so that is the end of I'm Feeling Lucky news. Let's move on to the main event. Am I the a-hole? Let's go. Alright. This is where we go to the subreddit. Lots of people do this. I watch a few of them. A lot of people do this. They go to the subreddit. They read Am I the A-hole stories. We do it too. The stream is not starting soon. The stream is starting now. Am I the a-hole for being the reason why the family vacation has to be cancelled? Am I the a-hole for being the reason why the family vacation has to be cancelled? Oh, and I haven't seen these ahead of time. Okay, to make it short, I married for money. Yes! Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I love a good sentence that starts with, let's make this short. I married for money. Ooh, let's turn this down a bit. My husband is with me for appearances and we are happy with our arrangement. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. What? Huh. What is that sound? Hello? Oh, it's the green screen moving because we've got the fan off. Let me pin that back. Anyway. My husband and I married because I have all of the qualifications to please his family and he takes financial care of me. I don't like this. We are very fond of each other and even love each other. I would fucking hope so. I don't like swearing on podcasts or live streams, but I would fucking hope so. But not in a classical marriage sense. We are like amazing roommates with some benefits. The fuck is this? He and I are free to live our lives independently and without stresses. He's not worried about being cut off from his family, and I'm finally financially stable and free to work my job that is not economical beneficial. She is an Uber driver. She has only fair... No. To the problem. If that wasn't enough, there is apparently another problem. My sisters have never approved of my decision. They say I sold myself, which fair, but we are used to being civil to each other. Interesting. Last week, we had, I think it's supposed to say had, a family barbecue. I went without my husband. Everything was going great until my oldest niece, 21, sat down next to me and we started talking. And then she asked me straight up if I was with my husband for the money. I explained to her how we met, our arrangement, and so on. Then she asked me if it would be okay for her to pretend to be her gay best friend's girlfriend. What? Then she asked me if it would be okay for her to pretend to be her gay best friend's girlfriend. Okay. I told her it was up to her to decide, and if there was no negatives to it, like having actual feelings for him, someone getting hurt from a romantic partner, etc., etc., it was a lovely talk. Sounds like it. Strike two was apparently when one of my other nieces asked me where my husband was, and I told him that he was on vacation. Then they asked me why I didn't go with him, and I said only sometimes we go together to take vacations, which is fair. Which is an arrangement that Eden and I have. We can go on vacations together, or we can go on vacations separately. That's okay. We usually take little trips together, but go on longer vacations with friends and family. My niece, 16, asked me if it was true that her mum and aunt started talking about me being a gold digger, and I just said, I guess so. Kind of blew it off. Like, that doesn't faze me. Faze is probably what they're supposed to say. I know my sisters constantly talk about me behind my back, and I'm not ashamed of my marriage at all. I see no need to lie. So she's proud to be in this arrangement. Later that night, my sisters cornered me and we had a fight about my words with my nieces. They said it was completely inappropriate what I told them. Was it? That I am free to live my fucked up life, to not let my nieces think that it's okay to do what they do. No, that's not what... Okay. Everyone sucks here, let's be real. I called them small-minded, that I was only answering my niece's questions, and I was even being honest. Okay, 16 and 20... What? How old are they? 16 and 21. So we're not talking about... We are, in one case, talking about a child, but 16's old enough to know this sort of stuff, right? I knew a lot when I was 16. Not gonna lie. My sisters kept cornering me, calling me all sorts of names, and saying I was basically influencing their daughters negatively because I was miserable. I said some words back and left, not talking to them for the whole week. Now there is a huge fallout because I pulled out of my family vacation because of this fight. But the vacation would be at my husband's summer house. Womp womp. Of course it is. And as I am not going, my husband doesn't feel comfortable lending my family the house. My family has been calling me a huge a-hole, and my sisters and I were blowing things out of proportion. Am I the a-hole? Should I still go? You should still go because it's your husband's house. And I'm sure it's a big enough house that you don't have to talk to them, right? Like, that's not your dilemma here. Your dilemma here is... like, Your dilemma here is, should I still go to my husband's summer house with my family? That's your dilemma. I mean, you don't have to go. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. Your sisters suck. You have a contemporary lifestyle. And again, 16 and 21 for me, for my personal opinion, I'm sure people will correct me in the comments, is definitely old enough to have an opinion on these sort of topics leading into adulthood. 21 is an adult, so that they're just two adults having a conversation about her husband. And the 16-year-old is about no, 21 was about the marriage arrangement, and 16 was about am I a gold digger? I think you're not the asshole for having a contemporary lifestyle. Would you be the asshole for not going to the holiday apartment? Probably. I mean, but you can go to the holiday apartment whenever you like. I'm just saying, you don't have to be bound to the holiday apartment. Some comments here. Let's get this straight. You married a guy for his money, and he married you as a cover. That works for you. However, your family judges you until they don't stay in his beach house because they disrespected you. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, their family are willing to reap the benefits of your husband, but don't want to admit to being, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Not the asshole. You are a gold digger, yet they expect to reap the benefits of the gold even if they are going to judge you. Entirely preposterous response, OP. Also, your nieces are old enough to start thinking for themselves. And these are very good conversational topics. Yeah, for a 16-year-old to have this adult conversation. So, you know, people forget that married for love is quite a recent thing and not a distinct past, more of a business deal. That's right, because marriage used to happen for property reasons, right? If I'm not correct. I want to find one that's contrary. How is it inappropriate for you to confirm what they already know? Yeah, they already know this. The sisters already know that she's a gold digger. So how is this? Yeah. Someone's trying to have their cake and eat it as well. That's all that's happening here. Alright. Oh, this is going to be good. We've already got a determination of not the a-hole here, but am I the a-hole for asking my husband to skip the gym in the morning to help everyone get ready for an early morning event? The determination is not the a-hole, but depends on... So the person told their husband to skip the gym in the morning to help with an early morning event. As someone who has a gym membership who doesn't use it, I would also say not the asshole. I have to put an explicit tag on this stream. My husband and I have two boys, 6 and 1. Numero uno. We both work from home, and I homeschool my oldest. It can definitely feel like we're living in close quarters at all time. During the week, we are all extremely busy and look forward to the weekend to finally relax and go have some fun. Same. But it seems like far too many times I ruin the weekend by complaining. Oh no, what have you done? Last weekend we had a birthday party to go to early Saturday morning. I'm usually getting myself, the boys, the baby bag, snacks, and everyone's water bottles ready. My husband gets himself ready. He wakes up 2 hours before go time, and he's going to the gym. To that I said, well, when we need to be somewhere early in the mornings, I thought you said you'd stay home and help get everyone ready. Oh, okay. This is something... Okay, this is healthy to talk about, right? On the live stream. I'm going to talk about it anyway. I'm changing the title to Dale Reveals. Dale Speaks the Truth. This is something I'm actually getting better in my relationship. Is not using... Like, living in the current situation and not bringing up past things and going, well, you said this. I'm trying really, really hard to not do that anymore. I'm trying really hard not to do that anymore. I mean, old habits die hard, but I'm trying to live in the current situations. Well, how is this different from last time? I'm trying not to be like that. It's hard, because again, old habits die hard, but I'm trying really hard to sort of give the benefit of the doubt in my relationship, by the way, I will say. And it turned ugly pretty fast. Of course it did. It ended with me profusely apologizing for what I said and insisting he go to the gym, telling him I'll take care of things and everyone gets ready. His response is, you expect me to go to the gym after you say something like that? Way to ruin yet another weekend. Ugh. This is healthy. I will say the night before I barely got any sleep. I was up all night with the little one and guess I woke up and was a little resentful that he was going to go this time instead of helping me out. Am I missing something here? Am I the a-hole? A little bit. I know you've got some edits and some updates here, but a little bit, not gonna lie. You said that you would help the kids. I mean, it is important to help the kids in the morning. Don't get me wrong, it's important to help the kids in the morning. Spat all over my microphone. This is why I haven't got to put this pop filter. But I will say that, you know, it's... The moral is there. Edits! My work is not full-time. I choose my own hours and do a few hours before the boys wake up and a few hours after they fall asleep. I do not work during waking hours unless there are meetings or calls I cannot control. Homeschool is prioritized and my kids are prioritized. Great. Edit 2. A lot of people are mentioning the blunder of communication on my part. Fair. I wrote it out on the comments, but didn't put anything in the original post because I didn't want it to be a long one. I explicitly told my husband about the birthday party well in advance. Okay. See, that's context. That's very important context. We are talking 2 weeks ago, then a week ago, and then a few days beforehand. Okay. I told him, hey, we need to be out of the house Saturday by 11. By 11? What? That's plenty of time for him to go to the gym. I'm assuming there's a 24-hour gym. No, I do not want to update my Apple software. Thank you. 11 o'clock. That's way too early for a kid's birthday party, assumably. And 2... He's got plenty of time to go to the gym. Assuming that there's a 24-hour gym nearby, which it would be on a Saturday. He could go to the gym at like 7. I don't, so I'm not casting judgment on him, but the gym is important to him, obviously. And he's got that routine. The gym is something you can move. Right? Kids waking up. And this birthday party is something you cannot control. I thought we were talking like 6 in the morning. I had to go to this birthday party at 6 in the morning. If there's anything you have to do, please make sure you're back in time with enough time to spare to get yourself ready and help me with the boys. Because in the past, this was an issue, he underestimates how much time he needs. And we end up waiting on him. He doesn't wake up earlier as he wants. And with 2 hours until go time, he says, I'm going to the gym. He would absolutely not have enough time to go to the gym, come home, shave, shower, get dressed, and help with the boys. I get it now. You told him, hey, we got this birthday party, we have to be there by 11. If you want to go to the gym, go to the gym beforehand. I just need help. 548 comments. Oh, boy. Not the asshole. This is a big old red flag. Parenting is partnership full of compromise, and sometimes the plan stinks. Okay, here's a question too. Could he have not gone to the gym after the birthday party? Right? Could he have not gone to the gym at, like, say, at night when the boys have gone to sleep? Could that not have been a thing? Right? Or the night before, yeah. Oh, well, he probably went the day before. But can't he have just gone, alright, we got this birthday party at 11. It's going to go till, like, 2. The kids are going to be tired from running around at this birthday party, assumably. And then yeah, you could just go at night. It's not that deep. The gym is not that deep, trust me. I've never been. Okay, the reason, okay, my reasoning for not going to the gym, hear me out, is I don't know what to do at the gym. That's my reasoning for not going to the gym. Is I have no idea what I'm doing there. At all. So, that's my reasoning. If anyone's got any gym tips, please do let me know. Because I don't want to go there and use the treadmill. I can run outside. I don't want to go ride this bike there because I've got a bike I can ride if I want bike exercise. Like, I need something a little bit more intuitive to go to the gym. I hope he is a single parent with 2 kids with a manipulative roommate. Not that. You're missing the fact that he Davoed you into thinking that you were wrong and making you apologize? Ugh. He's manipulating you. You're married to a drama queen as part of the family, not a single dude with no responsibilities. Yeah, it's a compromise. Pardon me. He's gaslighting you. Oof. Not the asshole. Your husband sounds like he's in control of the relationship. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Now knowing that context of he had notice, that makes a huge difference. Am I the a-hole? Not the a-hole is the... Oh, God. I need one that is the a-hole. Oh, this doesn't have a determination. Oh, but this is... Okay. If there's nothing more than I love than time chat. Logistics chat. I love logistics chat. We are going to end it on this one. We are going to have a bit of a shorter stream today. Because A, I'm tired, and B, it's already 10. Oh, it's 10, like 10:15. Okay, by the time we do this one, we'll be alright. Okay. This, guys, I'm going to read this as much as I can because this has got time chat written all over it. We've had it all here today. Am I the a-hole for asking to leave my house a little later than usual? There's no determination on this one. Am I the a-hole for asking to leave my house a little later than usual? I, 16 female. Okay, it's the niece. I, 16 female, asked my auntie about her relationship with OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. That's a joke. That's a joke. I, 16 female, live out of town in rural areas. This puts me about 15 to 20 minutes away from town. Me. I'm in a remote area because I live 30-minute bike ride away from the CBD. Me. I am currently working on getting my own driver's license, and I am fortunate to have a car ready. Ooh, brag about it much. This is the niece from the previous story. But since I'm reliant on my parents, grandparents for travel, I have to schedule my work with theirs. This isn't usually a problem. Oof. Sometimes it does eat into other stuff, but not usually more than an hour. Which is okay for me, but sometimes does make me upset. I'm autistic and need a schedule, but plan for things to be an hour off. Okay. So they plan with an hour window, which is fair enough. Today, however, was a bit different. I have work from 2 to 7 p.m. and after work I plan to go to a friend's house. This would leave me with some free time only in the morning, which is a bit inconvenient because I tried working around it. I am in a long-distance relationship and usually speak to my girlfriend after work. Instead, today, I wanted to speak prior because of my collision with work or plans with friends. She agreed and we had a phone call from around 10:30 to 12:30. You spoke on the phone for 2 hours? Oof. And then I plan to leave my house around 12:30 to 12:45. This would have enough time for my grandma to run some errands while also being on time for work, getting into town early enough. I told my grandma, 79 female, I want to leave the house around 12:30, 12:45. And to this she told me that she wouldn't be able to get Starbucks 30 minutes away from my house. Obviously, I said this was okay because at the end of the day, Starbucks is not life or death. Lol. LOL. She agreed to the time and I called my girlfriend later than planned at 12 midday. What? So you plan, the one thing you have control over is what time you call your girlfriend. But you called her an hour and a half later than what you planned? I was upset with this, but understood she had some things to do and proceeded to call her anyways, figuring 30 minutes would still be enough to talk. My grandma, however, showed up to my house 10 minutes early. I was not ready, and I told her that I would be ready to leave the house at the appointed time. I love the phrase, appointed time. However, she insisted we go now, saying that I was being brat and selfish, that I was wasting her time and money with the trip into town, and if I didn't go now, we'd leave at 1:30. She also proceeded to say that she wouldn't take me anywhere anymore, that she'd hoped I was happy and stormed out of my house. I sobbed and didn't really understand what I did wrong. I know it was only 10 minutes, but still I wanted to speak to my girlfriend. Far out. After all that commotion, my grandma called me about 5 minutes later, telling me to be ready for 12:30. Then she would turn around and get me. Obviously I was confused as she said to be ready by 1:30. Now we're in the car and she's acting like nothing happened and I'm just hurt. She never blew up on me like that before, and I really understand how I made her feel awful by asking me to leave 10 minutes later. Am I the a-hole? A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. This is like the community of AmITheAHole, but unlike that subreddit, you can post interpersonal conflicts and anything that am I the a-hole. But Scar from the Lion King did not convince the resident of the a-hole rules. Interesting. I mean, but your grandma also didn't need to blow up at you. And you had a plan in place and grandma broke it. So I suppose not really. Oh, this has only got one comment. Oh, great. Grandma didn't realize she was being considerate enough to reconsider. She may have something else stressing her out that she wanted to be early for. I don't think non-ND people may not be talking on the phone be important as accommodating someone who is the factor compared to doing this at their scheduled time. Okay, fair enough. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to be called creepy? We're ending on this. Oh boy. from a deleted account. Oh, no. Okay. I, 24, female, moved out of my parents' male and female mid-50s house about 3 months ago. I realised I hadn't finished moving all of my stuff into my apartment because I had a rocky relationship with my parents, and I found it very hard to be around them. I got the majority of my furniture and craft supplies out of the house, but there's some clothing, yarn, and other hobby items left behind. I went to the house to pick up some clothes I left behind, picked up the hobby stuff, and nobody was home. They gave me a house key, or never took it away, I guess. This is Eden! Eden still has a key to... I shouldn't say that online, actually. But this is Eden, actually. So I was ashamed I shouldn't say what key he has. But he still has some keys that he needs to return. Hi, Eden. Hi. Hi. Should really return this case. They gave me a house key. I never really took it. So I assumed I was able to go. Please, when I pleased. Eden wrote this. Eden wrote this. So I took some of my blankets, a laundry basket, and full of my stuff. Earlier on, I had a conversation with my parents about how they treated my older sister when I moved out. I said I didn't like how they called her creepy for coming over unannounced to play with their cats, our childhood pets. And I didn't see that it was creepy because she was also moving stuff out of the house at the time. Both my parents assured me that they wouldn't treat me that way and that I was welcome to pick up my stuff whenever I wanted. Ooh, younger child syndrome. It's great. Trust me, I suffer from it. There's no mention of texting or notification, just should I come pick my stuff up. My mum texted me 2 days ago asking me to pick up some of my stuff, and I told her that I had been around last Thursday after I got out of work at 7 a.m. when nobody was home, and she got very upset. She told me I was very creepy for not texting or leaving a note. Creepy for going to your parents' house. Love it. Love it so much. And then I'd taken her laundry basket without asking, and they needed me to bring it back. Of course. She also preferred if I'd come over when they could supervise. Yikes! I didn't really part with that part of the creepy, and I told her I'd bring her laundry basket back. This exchange really bothered me because she has cameras up on both exits in the parking area so she could see what I would take. She's creepy. The fuck is this? And she actually put all my clothes into the basket I used to transport them. What the fuck is this? It made me feel really gross and weird to be called creepy for picking up my stuff because I lived with these people my whole life and they want very little to do with them and their house. The last year of living there were the most... They almost never knew when I was home because I worked nights. So I spent a lot unsupervised time around their valuables. And I didn't take any. Of course you didn't. I did not have a history of stealing. Of course you don't. And I fully plan on complying with their request, coming to their house, key back, and going NC when I finish moving my stuff in. But am I the asshole for feeling so upset about this? Everyone sucks here, kind of. You don't live there anymore. You don't have to ask permission to take your mum's laundry basket. You need to alert them when you're coming in. Fair call. You don't live there, I guess. 3 months is way too long to have gotten all your belongings. I'm not sure your mum should have used the word creepy, but I'm sure she shouldn't have. What? I do think you're the a-hole. That's interesting. I mean, technically this person doesn't live in the house anymore. Would that be considered trespassing? I think that's considered trespassing. Right? if you don't live in a house, even if you're related, you are kind of trespassing unless you notify them. Ugh. Sorry, lady. I mean, but it's family, so that's I don't know where that line kind of gets drawn. So that's gonna do it for this Wednesday live. Hope you all enjoyed this Wednesday live. I sure did. It was a bit shorter than usual, a bit less substance to it than usual. I'm tired. I'm worn out. Alright. Ed and I were meant to go on this holiday, but didn't. Because of the war going on over in Israel at the moment. So we're going to home, James, until Christmas when we're going on that Disney cruise. So we're back to creating content here on the Dale Sagev YouTube channel. Not missing a beat. I'm looking down at my phone because it's got all the stuff that I need. It's got all the stuff I need. All of it! All the stuff I need. Okay. So, Saturday, today, at 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, we have I Make Espresso Martini Coffee. Rob, if you're still here, Espresso Martini Coffee's coming your way. No, not coming your way. The YouTube short is being released today of Espresso Martinis. I batch record those, so the Sprite one might make it onto November's list. It's on the list. We'll see if I do it. What else is going on? Oh, this Saturday is the recap from the dessert party that I did last week. So that's coming up. And next week, next Wednesday live is actually GTA Vice City. We're going back to GTA Vice City for a little bit. So that'll be Wednesday live next week. So there you go. And Saturday we're recording a bunch of YouTube shorts. So that'll be fun. But yeah, 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays are the YouTube shorts. 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So it's the Wednesday double feature. Wednesday 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time is the Wednesday lives. GTA Vice City next week. 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time is the YouTube shorts. Espresso Martini Coffee is next. 10 a.m. Saturdays is the full-length video. I don't know what to call that. Episode? What do you call that? The release? The release. I release myself on Saturday at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time to do the edited video of the dessert party. And like I said, Halloween special coming soon. Stay tuned for that. Until then, I've been Dale Sagev coming at ya, and we'll see you next time. Bye! 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 Thanks a bunch! I love this new thing. Bye-bye. Bye.